I am blessed. I am highly favored, blessed, and I'm just happy to be alive.
We are happy to have you here with us. Now tell us about what's happening in Grantstown.
Well, certainly we are on a trajectory. We want to change that community. Since being ratified last month, my team and I, and shout out to the Bain and Grantstown Association for being so welcoming and also work with me every single step each day. And so we've been transforming the area. We started a lighting initiative just recently where we started the process of introducing solar energy to Bain and Grantstown. And so we've installed over 100 solar lights in some areas. We started some cleaning campaigns. And more importantly, we wanted to go door to door, knocking on doors, introducing myself as the candidate, as the hometown boy, a guy that was born and raised in Bain and Grantstown, that recently moved back to Haiti where I was born in the very same house. And so it's a blessing, it's a dream come true, and I'm just so excited to get ready to work.
Well, Jay, I know you have a huge hand in youth sports and culture. Let's talk about how important that is in terms of building stronger communities like Bain and Grantstown.
Certainly, I'm a guy that came from the sporting community, a former junior national athlete, former collegiate athlete, still a high school coach, and also the national team head coach. So I understand the importance of youth empowerment. It saved my life as a young man. I had a lot of friends from Bain and Grantstown that wasn't so fortunate to make it. But I know that when I was involved with youth sports environment, it made me a man. It's helped me shape the person that I am today. And so I do believe we have to empower young people, give them opportunity, give them a chance to be the best version of themselves in order for them to really flourish.
Well, Jay, it's a pleasure to have you here tonight. I see you have so many supporters here. Thank you for coming up and speaking with us. And we're going to go now and we're going to watch a video from the next interview, who is Michael Foulkes.
I grew up in the Free National Movement as a child, and so I've always known the FNM, known it well. But you know what? Even if I didn't grow up in the FNM, I would have run for the FNM in any event, because the FNM has shown that it's truly about good governance, it's about transparency, it's about accountability, and it always is. And we need that more today than ever. And I've come from a family of public service, and so that's always been ingrained in me, the importance of public service and helping others. Because at the end of the day, that's what politics is about. It's about what can you do to improve the station and the life of somebody else. At the core of it, that's what it's about. And that's what public service is about. Golden Gates is like most constituencies in New Providence, and I dare say perhaps most of the country, because crime is a serious issue. Safety is an issue, and people's concern about their safety is an issue. You know, I got involved in Golden Gates when the Honorable Teresa Moxie Ingram, may so rest in peace, last contested for the seat in 2002, the general election, and I was her campaign manager. I was very excited about doing it for her and assisting her. And ever since then, I've had an involvement in Golden Gates. My name is Michael Foulkes. Lend me your vote as I work for you in Golden Gates.
Welcome, Mr. Foulkes. Let's talk about why the FNM matters right now.
The FNM matters right now more than ever because of the difficult time people are having in this country. People are struggling, and these people are working for themselves. They're not working for the people. They're not working for you, they're working for the few. And they do it every day. They go to work every day, and all they do is they work for themselves, day in and day out. They've been doing it for 4.5 years. For the FNM, we intend to work for you, not the few.
You made it very clear. You made it very clear, Chastity.
Yes. We thank you so much. And what a lot of folks do not know about you, Michael, is that you are a living historian in the Free National Movement. And yesterday was the birthday of Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield. Can you tell us a little bit about his legacy and what it means to the Free National Movement?
Yes, certainly. That's a very good question. It's a very timely question. And in fact, we are here because of Sir Cecil Wallace Whitfield. He was our founding leader, and what a leader of great courage. There's one thing always said about Sir Cecil: he had very great courage, and he's a man of conviction, and he's a man who cared about people. He cared about people all day, every day. He was really moved by doing for people. He always was, and that's how we are today. We're no different today than Sir Cecil was, and indeed, the Dissident Aid War. That's why they left the PLP, because they were not about the people then, and they're not about the people today. They're not working for the people then, and they were working for the few then, and we're working for them. We work for the people. And Sir Cecil was always about the people and doing as much as we can for the people.
Thank you so much, Mr. Foulkes. I know you're doing a tremendous job on the ground in Golden Gate. We want to say thank you, and I know you have your team out here as well. I saw the shirts with them in it, and so I'm looking forward to all the great things that you do. Thank you for joining us up here.
Thank you very much, Diamond. Stronger with folks in Golden Gates, because we work for you. We work for you. We work for you, and we work for you.
Awesome. So we're going to go through some scenes of the room, and so just stay tuned for our next guest.
All right.
Thank you, Lord, for your blessings on me. When I was lost, you came back. You rescued me, yes you did. When I was down, you came back and lifted me up. I wanna lift my voice and say, I just wanna praise you, Lord, yeah. Come this far by faith. Oh, yes, we've come this far by faith. Lean on the Lord. I wanna say, listen, everybody.
My name is Dinari Rolle. I'm first a God-fearing father. I pride myself on being a good or excellent father to my one good son, Dinari Rolle, followed by a lot of other titles. My heart is in service. My mandate, service above self. And I follow Mahatma Gandhi, being the change I want to see in the world. So graduating from the C.B. Battle High School in the South Beach constituency and coming in contact with a lot of friends there and building relationships, it was the community that I wished to serve in Pangwood that became near and dear to my heart. Outside of that, I pride myself on being an agent of change and serving others. Going through college, I always knew that I wanted to come back and assist those in need and be of a change in my community. And so coming back home from college, I always knew that I wanted to assist and help others. I always knew I wanted to join politics. And so I've offered myself now for the Pangwood constituency, graduating from the great C.B. Battle Senior High School and building relationship with residents in that area. I felt like this was the perfect fit for me. Well, I supported Michael Pintard in both of the conventions. Following him, I consider him to be a man after my own heart. Watching him in real time, he's very focused and he pays attention to the details, and I see that in him. He displays that, and I always tell this story. We were at the Hugh Campbell watching I think it was Sunland or one of those Freeport teams versus the Bahamas. And while we were enjoying the game, Mr. Pintard was so focused on his work that even during the game, like when they was on timeout breaks or went to halftime, he actually was in his phone. I said, "Man, Pintard, what you doing? You weren't enjoying the game?" He said, "No, man, I have a speech to present in Parliament tomorrow." And he was reading over that to make sure he is abreast. So to me, I was like, wow, this fella is really locked in. He's watching the game, enjoying it with the kids, but at the same time, making sure when he goes to work the next day, he is ready. And that's the type of leader I could get behind. My name is Dinari Rolle, your representative for the Pangwood constituency, and I am here to work for you.
All we are back here and we have our candidate for Pinewood, Mr. Dinari Rolle, one of the younger candidates in this FNM bunch. Dinari, tell us about your journey as a young candidate going up against a giant in Pinewood in Miles Laroto.
Well, I know it's a pleasure to be here. Good evening, guys. But I believe young people have the fire that the country needs. This new generation of leaders that you see the FNM put forward, I'm glad that I'm able to represent the younger branch of incoming leaders. And this is not about me. It's really about the next generation of leaders like myself. I put myself to the side, and I hope when I serve, I am able to encourage other young people to get involved. Some may say Minister Laroto is a giant. I don't think so. If you look at the community, it would tell you the opposite. And so I'm up to the task. I've been putting in the work. My Pinewood action plan is in full effect, and I'm just excited and humbled for the opportunity to serve.
Dinari, I've been on the ground with you. I have family that lives in the community, and they've already told me they're rolling to the polls with Dinari Rolle.
Awesome, yeah.
And so, what are you hearing from residents?
Well, residents are welcoming me. They're excited. They said that, they're tired of the same old, empty promises, rhetoric. But what I told them is, listen, I'm young, 33, about to be 34 years of age, and I told them the advantage that I have on any candidate that Pinewood has ever had. I work the water and sewage, I work with infrastructure, and I chose Pinewood because I like a challenge. And so my Pinewood action plan, I think it's going to deliver on the results, be the change that Pinewood needs to see, and I'm going to show them young people are innovative, solution-driven, and detail-oriented people, and that's what the FNM will bring. I'm here to work for you.
Thank you so much, Dinari, for joining us here on this platform.
It was a pleasure
It's
to be
going to be an
company.
exciting night, and I look forward to the work that
Yes,
you
we are
continue.
fired up and ready to go.
Awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
So we have another guest who will be coming on. She's all the way from Bahamas. Stay tuned.
Let's get some FNM love, the former leader. You're simply the best. You're simply the best. Better than all the rest. Better than anyone. I'm stuck on your heart. I hang on every word you say. Tears apart. Baby, I would rather be dead. In your heart, since the start of every night and every day.
Good evening, Bahamas. If you just joined us, we are here at the FNM campaign launch here at the Baha Mar Convention Center. We now have Dr. Charlene Reed, all the way from Pinewood.
Yes.
Dr. Charlene Reed, tell us, what do you hear on the ground in Pinewood?
They're very excited to have us come back and take Pinewood. It belongs to the FNM. It's coming back home. They're getting good reception door to door. I'm so proud to be the candidate. I'm grateful to the team, to Pinewood, to Grand Bahama, to the FNM.
I know you work in the medical field. Talk about how it's important to care for people.
Well, I work in the dental field, but it's a part of the healthcare system, and it's extremely important. As you know, in Grand Bahama, we have the RAN, we have the Igmara Clinic, we have all of these clinics that are not functioning. It's the worst it's ever been in decades, and we need to care about our people. We need to work for them. That's why they have us. We need to take care of them.
All right, Charlene, how has being a dentist impacted your approach on the ground?
Well, I started my practice in Pine Ridge, so a lot of the patients I know. I worked at the hospital community clinic, so it's like coming home to family. They're familiar with me. Now I'm able to come into their home, so it's like a homecoming for me, and it's exciting.
Well, thank you so much for joining us here on the platform.
Thank you.
I look forward to tonight and everything that's to come. Yes.
Thank you.
Follow the leader, follow the leader. Oh, y'all been the big school. Follow the leader, follow the leader. Y'all know what y'all doing. Follow the leader. Come on now, jump for the left, jump for the right, jump for the left, jump for the right. Everybody, jump for the left. Pass it.
back. We are here with James Leo Ferguson, who is the big guy for Michael. So, Leo, tell us what's going on the ground in Michael.
Good Michael evening. First and foremost, Xavier, I have to tell you, can you feel the heat?
I feel it. I feel it.
I'm on.
Okay, I just thought it was only me. This place is on fire. And then when it comes to Michael, we're getting ready to launch my campaign officially. I was ratified on Wednesday. This is the FNM launch. Michael, get ready. I'm coming home. We're going to make it one big show, and then I'm coming back to every island individually just to make sure that everybody get a touch, everybody get a feel. Speak to everyone, because that's what we do. We represent everyone.
I know you have some ties to the community. You worked in Inagua. You're from Auckland. Tell us about that.
My roots is from Auckland, actually. My father was born in Snuffwater, Auckland. I was born in Betsy Bay, Magwana. And then I had to serve in Inagua, happened to serve as the officer in charge for approximately like 4 years. But the whole Michael diaspora makes me feel like I'm at home. So the thing for me is I identify with everyone, and they identify with me.
All right, James. You have come in very, very hot. And we want to know, what are your plans for Michael?
Well, the thing for me is the New Day government came in with promises to everyone. They shine on one or two persons and then cast a shadow on Michael. And that shadow has caused us the infrastructural failure. Basically, the needs of people are not being met. So one of the first things I want to do is diversify what we do in Michael. You look at every island individually. You look at when it comes to Auckland, the Casperilla Bark industry. Let's expand on that. When it comes to Magwana, the projects that they put in place already, let's keep their feet to the fire to make sure these things happen. And then in Nagua, Crooked Island, my thing is this: we could sustain these islands with ecotourism, which a sustainability board has already been established. Yeah. Let's work with them, partner with these people, so we can get these islands going.
Leo, it sounds like you have so much vision and purpose for Michael. It's almost time to start the show. And so it's been a pleasure to be with all of you. Tonight has been about vision, energy, and purpose. And most importantly, about delivering for the Bahamian people.
Real results.
The conversations, the voices, the momentum.
Everything is real.
All point to movement ready for what's next. Now we turn over to the FNM campaign launch.
Jump and let me say, just can't wait for festival. When they bounce on it, jump around, let me.
And listen, we got some FNMs and students that's abroad. We're gonna give them a little shout out on the FNM stream. Say hi.
When peace,
say we love you.
Can't end it my way. So go like sea, build a road. Whatever my love, thou hast taught me to say, it is well. It is well. It is well with my soul. Oh, it is well.
Somebody say it's well. All right, FNMs. All right.
When peace like a river.
All right, we shifting gears down. We shifting gears down, yo. We was in 6, we're coming on to 5 and 4 now. We shifting down.
Even if you can't see tomorrow, there is a flame, a spark that says tomorrow will be brighter than today. We won't turn back. We will only go forward. The Free National Movement.
Come on, everybody, get your feet happy. Let's go. Come on.
Welcome back. We are now live on ZNS and our TV, the FNM Facebook page and YouTube, and we are about to kick this party off. Chastity.
Let's throw it to the campaign launch.
Awesome.
Come on, Jehovah, say it. Jehovah.
You all hug everybody, right?
Say it.
Tell everybody hi.
You.
Make acquaintance.
Say it, y'all. Jehovah. Jehovah, you. I trust. Say it. Tell me how to do it, y'all.
This is your flight attendant speaking. buckle. Come on. Fasten your seatbelt. Strap in.
Where y'all at? Come on,
We got some turbulence tonight.
I believe, say it. You are the God of miracles.
This is your flight attendant speaking.
You are the God of wonder.
The captain has said we got a journey tonight. We have a long way to go and not a lot of time to do it.
I believe.
So FNM, strap in.
So long, bye.
We got a wonderful show for you tonight.
So long, bye, bye. Come on, y'all, help me say
And
it.
we gonna do things a little different tonight, FNM.
So long. So
You see,
y'all
this is not a rally.
Come on, say it. So
Give me, drop it down a little bit for me time. Just bring it on, little higher, little higher, little higher, little higher.
good luck.
Right there.
Pain in my sorrow.
You good to know. Y'all give it up for DJ Tank. Give it up for DJ Tank on the music, everybody.
Hey, so long. Yeah, so long. Hey, so long.
Hubert Chipman, the one and only. The one and only Hubert Chipman.
Hey, so long. Yeah,
So FNMs, tonight ain't a rally.
to my sorrow.
We got a good show for y'all. We got substance for y'all. We ain't coming with a bunch of fluff. No, keep it going, Tank. Keep it going, Tank. We ain't got a bunch of fluff. We got plans. How we gonna fix this country? Level. FNMs, y'all feeling good? All right, we about to get the show started. Everybody grab a seat, grab a seat, grab a seat. This is your flight attendant speaking. We got ourselves a wonderful show ahead. Buckle up. Take your seatbelt and click it in the fastener and pull it tight. There's a life jacket underneath every seat, but we're gonna get turbulent. Because we're gonna deal with some real issues tonight and provide some real solutions. You see, this is not a rally, FNM. This is not a rally. We providing real plans here tonight. We got ourselves a message that we are here to deliver. And what we are doing, and this is why you need to listen, because what we are doing is we are going to equip you with the facts and the talking points so that when you go on the road and you knock on the doors, who out here knocking on doors? I get chased by a dog the other day, so I hope you are knocking on door. So when you go to the door, you got the facts. All right? So let's buckle up. Everybody grab a seat, grab a seat, grab a seat. If you can't grab a seat, line up on the wall. The wall will hold you up. And we'll get this show started. All right, everybody. We got to settle now. We can get the show started, but just for the order of service, we got the national anthem first, and then we're going to bring the prayer, and then we can get things started, all right? So everybody please stand for the national anthem if you can, and remain standing for the prayer.
Lift up your head to the rising sun, Baha land. March on to glory, your bright banners waving high. See how the world marks the manner of your bearing. Pledge to excel through love and unity, pressing onward, march together to a common loftier goal. Steady sunward, though the weather hide the white and treacherous shoal. Lift up your head to the rising sun, Bahamas, till the road you trod lead unto your God. March on, Bahamas land.
You may be seated. I pray you'll be alright and watch us where we go and help us to be wise in times when we don't know. Let this be our prayer when we lose our way. Lead us to a place, guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe. I pray you'll find your life and hold it in our hearts when stars go out each night. Remind us where you are. Let this be our prayer when shadows fill our days. Oh Lord, lead us to a place, oh my, guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe. A world where pain and sorrows will be ended, and every heart that's broken will be mended, and we'll remember we are all God's children, reaching out to touch you, reaching to the sky. We ask that life be kind
we hope his soul will find another soul to love. Let this be our prayer, just like every child needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe. Needs to find a place. Guide us with your grace to a place where we'll be safe.
I have a Savior who will abide. He's not just with me, He lives inside. Just go ask Daniel, our God will bring you out and He will testify.
Good evening, FNMs. Good evening, Bahamas. To every Bahamian watching at home, on your phone, on your television, thank you for tuning in. Because everything that happens on this stage tonight is for you. My name is Carlisle Bethel, and it is my honor to serve as your moderator this evening. Tonight, we introduce 41 candidates, men and women from every corner of this Commonwealth who are ready to work for you. And tonight, we reveal our plan of action to transform this Bahamas into a country where every citizen benefits, where every opportunity is equal, and where every Bahamian has a real chance to own a piece of the rock. Bahamians, we are a defining moment for our country. And the question on the minds of Bahamians from Grand Bahama down to Inagua, from Nassau to the Family Islands is very, very simple. Can we afford 5 more years of this government? Well, tonight the Free National Movement answers some of your questions. Clearly, directly, and most importantly, with a plan. This is your evening, Bahamas. This is your evening. Before we hear from our candidates tonight, I want you to meet all of them. The 41 men and women that we spoke about. I want you to meet all of them. And I want y'all to give them some good FNM welcome up in this place. 41 constituencies. 41 men and women. One mission. One mission. We work for you. From the Eastern Zone, we got Ellsworth Johnson, candidate for Yamacraw. We got Trevania Clark Hall, candidate for Sea Breeze.
The higher you build your barrier,
Dr. Jacqueline Penn Knowles, candidate for Marathon. And one of my favorite, Miss Hannah Hunt, candidate for Elizabeth. And we all know Dr. Nicholas Fox, candidate for Fox Hill.
You can deny me.
Give it up for Adrian White, the candidate for St. Anne's. From the Central Zone, we have J. Philippe, candidate for Bain and Grantstown. We got Darvin Russell for Centerville. We got Heather McDonald for Eggleston. We got Lincoln Deal for Freetown. We got Gadville McDonald for Nassau Village. And we got our down home boy, our torchbearer, Jamal Moss for St. Barnabas. And from our family islands, we got Carlton Bowleg, candidate for the Bimini and Berry Island. Janice Oliver, candidate for North Andros. Julian Gibson for Mangrove Key, South Andros. Therese Boodle for North Abaco. Jeremy Sweeting for South Abaco. We got Ricky Mackey from North Eleuthera. Philippe Kelly for South and Central Eleuthera. Deborah Moxie for the Exhumas and the Ragged Islands. Dr. Andre Rollins for Long Island. Mike Holmes for Cat Island, Ramkey and San Salvador. And from the Southern Zone, we're coming back to Nassau. We got our chairman, Dr. Dwayne Sands for Bamboo Town. We got Arinthia Komalafe for Carmichael. We got our champion, our superstar boy, Rick Fox for Garden Hills. We got Michael Foulkes for Golden Gate. Dinari Rolle for Pinewood. Darren Henfield, South Beach. And in the Western Zone, we got Michael Barnett Ellis for Killarney. Travis Robinson for Fort Charlotte. Give it up for Travis Robinson in Fort Charlotte. We got Marvin Dames in Mount Moriah. Denny Penn Mackey in Southern Shores. We got Safet Roll in Tall Pines. We got Brian Brown in Golden Isles. Give them some love, FNMs. Up next is our deputy leader, Shannon Cartwright for St. James. And out of Grand Bahama in the room, we got Jay Kwesi Thompson for East Grand Bahama. We got Frazette Gibson for Central Grand Bahama. We got Dr. Charlene Reed for South Beach. We got Omar Isaacs for West Grand Bahama. We missing one person. Who we missing? We got our leader, the next Prime Minister, Michael Pintard for Marco City. FNM's your FNM candidates. Make some noise. All right. I was seeing if y'all was ready. Y'all ready. I was seeing if y'all was ready. Give it up for your FNM candidates, everybody. Give it up one more time for your FNM candidates. I was told the captain is on his way. But y'all looking good, FNMs. Give it up for your candidates, your team.
Please, sometimes so strong. I know that I can make it. Though you're doing me wrong, so wrong.
Across this country, families are stretched. Businesses are struggling, and hard-working and working hard is no longer enough. Our first group of candidates has spent their careers fighting to change that. And tonight, they bring that fight to this stage. Please welcome Darvin Russell, Arinthia Komolafe, and Jay Kwesi Thompson.
FNMs. I want you to think about the last time you went to the grocery store. You walked in with your list, and you walked out having to put things back on the shelf. Things you needed, you know, because the number on the register didn't match the number in your pocket. You know what, though? It's not your fault. Policy has failed you. This PLP government has failed you. You know, I've spent my career teaching finance, coaching entrepreneurs, and helping Bahamian families build something. And I can tell you, what I see today, this is different. People aren't just stretched, they are breaking. Rent has climbed, the light bill is up, and when this government had a chance to keep the FNM's VAT exemptions, they put it back on instead. Then they took VAT off some food and called that relief. You know, I talk to business owners. They can't hire because they can't afford to. Workers who are employed but still can't make ends meet. This economy, folks, it's working for a very small group of people. Meanwhile, leaving the rest of us behind. What you deserve is a real plan, a real comeback plan. The FNM will allow Bahamians to use one of their duty exemptions once per year for online purchases. This will reduce the cost for Bahamians while maintaining safeguards against abuse, making everyday goods more affordable. This is going to put money back in your pockets. But there's something much deeper happening underneath these numbers. And my friend, Arinthia Komolafe, knows it better than most.
FNMs. Darvin is right. And I want to tell you where I see it most clearly. I was born over the hill and schooled and been in Grantstown. I know what it means for a family to count every dollar. I went on to study law and finance. I ran the Bahamas Development Bank. I've sat at tables where the biggest economic decisions in this country get made. And I am telling you tonight, the numbers this government presents and the reality Bahamians are living are two completely different stories. They tell you about a surplus. What they don't tell you is that surplus was built while leaving $241 million in unpaid bills sitting on the books. Bills owed to Bahamian businesses and service providers who are still waiting to be paid. And housing? We have a generation of young Bahamians, talented, hardworking, educated, who cannot afford to buy a home in the country they were born in. Rent is consuming half of household income for far too many families. The government had 4 years to build a serious structured pathway to home ownership for working Bahamians. 4 years, and what we got were photo ops, ribbon cuttings, and waiting lists. As an attorney and banker, I understand exactly what tools are available to fix this. The FNM will grant real property tax relief for qualifying senior citizens by raising the exemption ceiling, making sure that our precious pearls get to keep more money in their pockets. And if you construct apartments for low and middle income renters, the FNM will reward you with a 10-year real property tax exemption. And FNMs, no one has tracked these issues more carefully or more rigorously than our Shadow Minister for Finance, the Honorable Kwesi Thompson.
Thank you, Orenthia. FNMs. I represent East Grand Bahama, a constituency that has felt the economic abandonment by the PLP. No hotel, no airport, no new hospital, and now with global oil prices rising, fuel surcharges on power bills are going to climb. It raises the cost of food. It raises the cost of transportation, which means gas, taxis, buses all go up. It raises the cost of doing business. And we know when businesses pay more, we all pay more. Most governments would be getting ahead of that. They would be preparing relief measures, protecting our people. This is what I do as the Shadow Minister of Finance. I read what they don't want to tell you. And what I can tell you tonight is this. This government has not solved the affordability crisis at all. They have deepened it, made it worse. And they are hoping that you don't feel the full impact until after election. But we already feel it. How many of you have been catching hell for the last 4 years? The Free National Movement will put Bahamians first. We will reduce the cost burden on families, not with press releases, but with real policies. We will build a real economy where people doing the work can afford to live in the country we all love. That's why the FNM is going to make VAT rebates for first-time home buyers immediate and digital. That's why we will expand the My Gateway digital platform that the FNM built and the PLP stalled. It is about getting government to work for you, Bahamians. We have been patient long enough. It is time for a change, FNMs. It is time for real FNM change. So if you are ready for FNM change, Let me hear you make some FNM noise. Thank you.
Four healthcare professionals, 4 decades of combined service to this country, one clear message about the state of our healthcare system. Please welcome Janice Oliver, Dr. Nicholas Foulkes, Dr. Andre Rollins, and your chairman, Dr. Dwayne Sand.
Where them flags at? Where your flags at? Where your touch at? For the FNM, we work for you. And we got boots on the ground. We work for you, but we need boots on the ground.
FNMs, are you here? All right, all right. I have been a nurse for more than 20 years. I have worked in Grand Bahama, in Andros, in Bimini. I have been the only medical professional in a clinic when a woman went into complicated labor. I have been the person a family looks to when there is no doctor on the island and no way to get one there fast enough. I'm not telling you this for sympathy. I am telling you this because I need you to understand. Healthcare in the Family Islands is not a system. It is a prayer. And under this government, that prayer has gotten harder to answer. Clinics without adequate supplies, patients being told to travel to Nassau for care that should be available in their own community, seniors in 8 Mile Rock, seniors in Andros, in Bimini, managing chronic illnesses with whatever happens to be in stock that week. These are not edge cases. This is the daily reality of tens of thousands of Bahamians who do not live on this island. I founded Unity in the Community because I refused to wait for a government to do what communities could do for themselves. But a government that makes people depend on community organizations just to access basic health care, that is a government that has forgotten its responsibility. I am running because every Bahamian, whether they live on Bay Street or a dirt road in North Andros, deserves health care that shows up for them. When we come into office, we will reinvest in nurses through affordable housing, professional development, certification and mentoring. Investments will be made in nurses' pay, technology allowances, and housing support for nurses, especially on the Family Islands. This will be done in an effort to strengthen retention and improve the quality of public service delivery. And the crisis doesn't stop at the water's edge. Dr. Foulkes has seen it right here in Nassau.
FNMs, are you ready? Fox Hill in the house. I have been practicing medicine in this country for over 30 years. I have always tried to stay out of the politics. I am here tonight because what is happening now is not politics. It is a patient safety issue. This government launched national health insurance with great fanfare. They told providers, doctors, clinics, nurses to participate, to serve the patients, to trust the system. And then they stopped paying. You ever hear anything like that? I know providers who have been owed reimbursements for months, in some cases, over a year. Clinics that took on NHI patients in good faith delivered the care, submitted the claims, and are still waiting to be paid. I am a cancer survivor. I know what it means to sit in a waiting room and need the system to work. And I am telling you, when providers cannot trust that they will be paid, patients suffer. They lose access to their doctors, and they end up in the emergency room with conditions that should have been managed months earlier. NHI was supposed to be a promise to the Bahamian people. Instead, it became a debt this government owes to the people trying to deliver it. But the FNM government will be different. Immediately coming to office, we will expand the scope of National Health Insurance Authority to include catastrophic care, including cancer treatment. We will progress towards universal health coverage for all Bahamians and continue further expansion, for example, to the maternity as quickly as possible while ensuring affordability for all taxpayers. And what makes this worse is that we didn't stumble into this crisis by accident. But my friend Dr. Dinari Rolle can tell you exactly why.
Thank you, Dr. Foulkes. Good evening, FNMs. You all look bright red and ready to go tonight. I am a dentist. I am also a lawyer, and I served in Parliament. So when I look at what is happening in our healthcare system, I see it from all three angles. As a clinician, as someone trained in law and policy, and as someone who sat in the House of Assembly. What Janice described in the Family Islands and what Dr. Foulkes described with unpaid NHI bills, those are not separate problems. They are symptoms of the same disease. A government that makes healthcare announcements instead of healthcare investments. This country is losing doctors and nurses faster than it is training them. Young Bahamians who sacrificed years of their lives to qualify in medicine looked at the conditions. They looked at the pay and the lack of support, and they decided to leave. They went to Canada, to the United Kingdom, and to the United States. And who can blame them? By the government's own national health strategy, in their own words, they acknowledge a critical workforce crisis. They wrote the diagnosis. They just never wrote the prescription. We are past the point of studies and strategies, my fellow Bahamians. We need a government that will invest in retaining the healthcare professionals this country has trained and sacrificed to produce. Bahamians deserve a government that is dedicated to the healthcare needs of the Bahamian people, to providing good quality healthcare, that builds the infrastructure, that makes practicing medicine in the Bahamas something a young doctor can be proud to choose. We will fully implement the Dental Professions Bill and modernize dental regulations in the Bahamas. We will guard against dental scams and ensure people are able to access the right dental professional when they need them. We will ensure that every Bahamian will have access to dental care in the Bahamas. An FNM government, through the Ministry of Health and Wellness, will work with dental professionals to make sure there are a sufficient number of dental professionals providing coverage in all areas of the country. And there is no one, ladies and gentlemen, in this country better qualified to tell you what the government should do and should look like than the man standing beside me, Dr. Dwayne Sands.
FNMs! It's Bamboo Town in the house. You know, I trained at Johns Hopkins, and I have practiced at every hospital in this country. I have also been the Minister of Health for this country. Now, I'm not standing here to impress you with credentials. I'm standing here because those credentials come with an obligation, and that is to tell you the truth, even when it is uncomfortable. And you know, the truth is this: Princess Margaret Hospital is in crisis. You know, not because the staff is failing, they're not, but because they are working extraordinary hours under impossible conditions, and they deserve our deepest respect and gratitude. The crisis is in the infrastructure around them. Wards that are understaffed, buildings and equipment that have needed serious capital investment for years and have not received it. I know what was inherited in 2021. I know what was possible, but I know what 4 years of misplaced priorities looks like when you walk those corridors today. You know, this government celebrated a surplus while they had $241 million in unpaid bills on their books, while NHI providers and nurses and doctors went without getting paid, while nurses left for better opportunities abroad and were never replaced. They call that progress, but Bahamians waiting in those hallways call it something else. The people of Grand Bahama have watched the Rand Memorial Hospital struggle for years. Underfunded, understaffed, underserved. And after everything that community endured through Dorian, you know, they deserved a government that would rebuild that hospital to the standard Grand Bahamians deserve. But instead, they got promises. Healthcare is not a campaign promise. It is a covenant between the government and its people. And tonight, I can assure you that the Free National Movement will honor that covenant. We will pay what is owed. We will invest in the workforce. We will modernize our hospitals, and we will make sure that whether you live in Nassau, in North Andros, or in Meguana, that this system works for you. Our government will develop a comprehensive health workforce plan, and this will ensure that the Bahamas is able to train, recruit, and retain the right amount of healthcare professionals to meet a rising demand for care in the years ahead. We will redevelop the Princess Margaret Hospital on its current campus, and we will upgrade the Rand Memorial Hospital. We listened to Bahamian doctors who warned that the hospital upgrades are needed, and we will deliver on the long-promised multi-story medical, surgical, maternal, and child health facility at Princess Margaret Hospital. We will issue in the expansion and modernization of the Rand Memorial Hospital in Freeport. The Bahamian people have waited long enough for a government that treats their health care as a priority. That government is coming, and that government is the FNM.
FNMs, our young people, our elderly, and our communities. These are the heartbeats of this country. Our next three candidates have spent their lives proving it. FNMs, please welcome Therese Boodle, Philippe Kelly, and Captain Travis Robinson.
FNMs! FNMs North Abaco! I grew up in Cooperstown, Abaco. I went to what is now S.C. Boodle High School. I was head girl. I became a teacher. I went back to my community and gave everything that I had to the young people in my classroom. Because I believe then, and I still believe, that education is the most powerful investment a nation can make in itself. I became the first woman from Abaco to be appointed as a Family Island administrator. Not because the path was easy, but because I refused to let anything stop me from my destiny. When Dorian came, I watched my island get torn apart. And when the storm passed, I stayed. Yes, I stayed. I have led the recovery efforts. I sat with families who lost everything and made sure that they knew someone in authority saw them, heard them, and was willing to fight for them in North Abaco. What I learned from Dorian is what I already knew from my classroom experience. When government shows up for its people, communities recover and survive. Our young people in the Family Islands are being asked to leave home to find better opportunities. That ends under the Free National Movement. We will make pre-primary education universal. Free preschool for every Bahamian child. Because the foundation we built in those early years shape everything that comes after. We will modernize schools' curriculum and reinvest in teachers, including greater investment in housing support for educators serving in the Family Islands.
We will implement a phased school bus system that will start by allowing uniformed students to ride public buses free of charge during school days, ensuring that transport costs never become a barrier again for education. We will restore and upgrade infrastructure of Abaco destroyed by Dorian and the neglect of the past almost 5 years in Abaco. And for the families that need more than education to survive. Right now, Philippe Kelly has been their voice in Eleuthera as long as anyone can remember. Come on, Philippe.
Get involved, don't be no fool, stay in school.
FNMs! Central and South Eleuthera. I grew up in Savannah Sound, Eleuthera. I know what it means to live in a community where the government shows up at election time and disappears the morning after. I know what it means to watch your elderly neighbors struggle for basic dignity they have earned after a lifetime of service to this country. I know what it means to be a mother, a coach, and a community leader, doing the work that the government should be doing, because the government simply isn't there. Social services in this country are in crisis. Families in need are waiting months for assistance that should arrive in days. Elderly Bahamians who built this country are being asked to survive on a support that does not reflect their worth. Children in vulnerable situations are falling through cracks that a properly resourced system would never have. This new FNM government will strengthen protection for the vulnerable people, including women, children, the elderly, the persons with disabilities, and the homeless. We will ensure that laws, social programs, and community service provides security and support where it is most needed. A society is judged by how it treats those less able to protect themselves. And we will not fail in that duty. We will strengthen the partnerships that with civil society organizations and expand funding and support to those civil society organizations. This government had 4 years, and still the waiting list grows longer. I'm not speaking about statistics. I'm speaking about people I know by name. And what gives every one of those families hope, what gives this whole country hope, is a generation of young Bahamians who are ready to build something better. And that generation of voice is on this stage tonight.
FNMs, make some noise! For Charlotte is not for sale. And they know who I'm talking to. I became a member of parliament at 22 years old. People ask me why. Why so young? Why not travel, build your career, make your money and come back later? My answer was always the same, because later is too late for the young Bahamians who need change right now. I look at young people in this country, in Nassau, in Abaco, in Eleuthera, in every corner of this archipelago, and I see brilliance. I see creativity. I see young Bahamians who can compete with anyone in the world. And I see a government that has given them no reason to stay. Youth unemployment stands at nearly 21%. That is not a statistic. That is a generation being left behind. And the answer is not charity. It is opportunity. And for our athletes, our musicians, our artists, our junkaneurs, this country's creative economy is one of our greatest untapped assets. The incoming FNM government will provide $100 million over 5 years to support Bahamian entrepreneurs, ensuring that they can benefit more fully from our tourist industry by way of tax incentives and subsidies under one umbrella. This will focus on business built on culture, like live Bahamian music, one of our proud cultural exports, including rake and scrape, calypso, and junkanoo, alongside cultural reviews, theatrical productions, and Bahamian dance for all ages, as well as other Bahamian-owned businesses linked to our orange economy. We will also refurbish the National Performing Arts Theater, ensuring it has the facilities required to showcase the world-class showcase of our performing arts heritage, with a sufficiently resourced arts director and a year-long calendar of events, including the likes of the National Youth Choir, the National Dance Company, the National Youth Orchestra, and the National Children's Choir, with approved privately funded shows also offered for visitors and citizens. The brain drain is real. Young people are leaving. Therese stayed. Philippe stayed. I stayed. We chose this country, and we are asking every young Bahamian watching tonight, choose it too. Choose to build here. Choose to stay here, because the free national movement is choosing you. We will open doors. We will fund the dream. We will build the Bahamas that your talent deserves. This is your Bahamas, and we are going to build it together.
And let me tell you what the Lord has done for me. Stop and let me tell you what the Lord has done for me. Hey, He healed my body, saved my soul, baptized me with the Holy Ghost. Stop and let me tell you what the Lord has done. Come on, testify.
FNMs, y'all enjoying yourselves tonight? Yeah, we just getting started. Because every Bahamian has the right to know how their money is being spent. Can I get an amen? Under the FNM, accountability is not optional. It is the foundation of good governance. 2 attorneys, 2 relentless voices for transparency. FNMs, please welcome Senator Michael Barnett Ellis and Adrian White.
And let me tell you what the Lord has done for me.
FNMs, welcome to Kalani. I'm an attorney. I've spent my career in litigation, in public law, and in the defense of institutional integrity. And tonight, I want to tell you something that every Bahamian needs to understand. Something this government is hoping that you don't look too closely at. Freedom of information is not a privilege. Freedom of information is a right. It is your right to know how your money is being spent. It's your right to know who's making decisions on your behalf. And it is your right to know whether the people in power are serving you or serving themselves. Now, this government, they promise transparency. They promise to fully implement the Freedom of Information Act. They lie. What did they deliver? A system that is weak, a system that is not fully working, a system that leaves us, the Bahamian people, without real access to truth. And let me tell you why that matters. Transparency is not tested when things are going well. Transparency is tested when money is being spent and contracts are being handed out. Over $400 million in sole source contracts. That's no competition, no transparency, no proper disclosure, and under the weak system they have kept in place, you can't properly ask who got that money, why they got that money, and what you, the Bahamian people, got in return. The fact is, this government has fought accountability at every turn, and that tells us everything we need to know about what they're hiding. Because a government that's doing right by its people, they don't fear transparency, they welcome it. Now let me be clear about this. Your Free National Movement will not run from transparency. We will legalize it. We will bring anti-corruption laws with real power. A public anti-corruption bill, a code of conduct for public officials, and a comprehensive Independent Commission of Investigations Act. We will strengthen disclosures. We will enforce compliance. And we will make every public official accountable to you. Because transparency is not a slogan, it's a system. And while this government avoids the questions, our man Adrian White in the House of Assembly, week by week, standing up, demanding that they answer.
So please don't waste my time, because I'm going all in with Adrian.
Let me hear you say hot, hot, hot. That's right, that's right. Now, let me tell you how this government works, ladies and gentlemen. If you know the right people, if you donated to the right campaign, if you sat at the right table, if your name appears in the right contact list, the doors of government are wide open for you. Contracts, opportunities, public money available, no competition required. If you or everyone else, the door is closed, and they have made sure it stays closed. $400 million in sole source contracts. No bidding, no competition, no transparency. Just here is the contract, here is your money, and the Bahamian people will never know why you were chosen. Your money handed out in the dark. Senator Barnett Ellis is right. The Freedom of Information Act they gave us is not a window into government, it is a wall. It was designed to look like accountability while delivering none. And that was not an accident. You do not keep a law weak by mistake. You keep it weak on purpose because you have something to hide. The FNM government will fully implement the 2017 Freedom of Information Act and give citizens the power to hold government to account. We will strengthen whistleblowing protections, including ensuring there is a single whistleblower hotline across all government activities, that whistleblowers have appropriate statutory protections. Corruption is not a mistake. It is a choice to abuse power, to misuse your money, and to put friends and family over you.
Under the PLP, that choice has been tolerated for far too long. They talk about transparency, but hide the truth. They promise accountability, but avoid scrutiny. They ask for trust, but refuse to earn it. The Free National Movement will end that cycle decisively. That is our commitment, and that is the Free National Movement.
No more teething, no more teething, no more teething.
Praise on the mountain. Yeah. I praise when I'm short. Praise when
FNMs, make some noise, FNMs.
I praise when I'm numbered. Praise when surrounded. 'Cause praise is the water my enemies drowning. As long as I'm breathing, I've got a reason to praise the Lord. Oh, my soul. Praise the Lord. Oh, my soul. I praise when I feel it, and I praise when I don't. I praise 'cause I know you're still.
Y'all enjoyed yourselves tonight? I told y'all this one was gonna be different. I tell y'all we was gonna have solutions. But it don't stop there. We have an entrepreneur, a community builder, and a global ambassador. 3 Bahamians who know what this economy can be and what is standing in the way. So please join me, FNMs, as we welcome Dinari Penn Mackey, Lincoln Deal, and our champion boy, Rick Foulkes.
Dinari will be standing taller, ready to face the darkest and hardest of times. She'll be taking care of all the children thereof, and if it's required, she'll be on the front line. You can call her by her name. Dinari is ready to roll.
FNMs, Southern Shores in the house. Southern Shores in the house. Woo!
I am a small business owner in this country. I started Evergreen Mortuary in 2003 with a commitment to serve Bahamian families with dignity, with honesty, and with care. 23 years later, I am still here. Not because it was easy, but because I refuse to quit. And I can tell you exactly what this government's relationship with small businesses look like. It's invisible. I know what showing up looks like, because after Hurricane Dorian hit Abaco, I went there and I fought for families in the most difficult times of their lives. That is what you call service. What this PLP government has offered to small businesses for 4 years in opposition, I love to celebrate what this PLP government has offered. The only thing they've talked about is tourism record. Record arrival, record numbers, record this, and record that. And I want to ask them, record for who? Because the small business owners, I know we're not seeing it. The Bahamian tour operators, the local restaurants, the local family owners of these small gift shops, The water sports vendors, the funeral home operators, they are competing for crumbs while the big businesses collect the feast. A government that is serious about small business does not count tourists alone. They don't just count tourists at the airport. It asks where those tourists are spending their money. And it builds a system that makes sure that the monies for Bahamians stays in hand. I want to report tonight that the FNM will reform VAT and business license laws to cut all the red tape, to simplify compliance, and to modernize payment timelines so that businesses can focus on serving customers instead of fighting paperwork. A simpler system means lower cost, better cash flow, and more room to grow. But here's the truth, my FNMs. Before any of that matters, a Bahamian entrepreneur has to survive the process of opening in the first place. And can I say this? The process is so hard. The process is designed to break you down. And there's nobody in this room that knows better than Lincoln Deal, because he didn't just experience that. He fought it all the way to the Supreme Court, and he won. And he is here tonight to tell you all about it.
FNMs, make some noise! Freetown in the house! Freetown in the house! FNMs, I want to tell you something that happened to me. I tried to open a business in this country. I had the idea, I had the plan, I had the drive, and the government said no. Not once, multiple times. No explanation that made sense. No clear pathway forward. Just no. So I did what any Bahamian who believes in this country should do. I took them to the Supreme Court. And by God's grace, we were successful. But listen here. That should never have been necessary. What it takes to be an entrepreneur in the Bahamas. You fight the very government that should be your biggest supporter. I have started 6 companies, have created jobs, brought new industries into this country in tourism, agriculture, technology, hospitality, and every step of the way, the system has been designed to slow you down, to wear you out, and to make you wonder, is it worth it? The red tape in this country is not an accident. It is a filler. It keeps people without the connections, without the right last name, without access to the right minister. It just keeps them out. And it keeps opportunities concentrated on the hands of a few. Bahamian entrepreneurs are world class. They are creative, they are resilient, and they are hungry. What they need is a government that gets out of their way, opens the doors to capital, cuts the red tape, and treats them like they are the economic engine they already are. The FNM, we will unleash Bahamian enterprise by slashing red tape, fixing critical infrastructure, and investing $100 million directly into the Bahamian entrepreneurs. We are going to do that so our people can start businesses, grow their businesses, and own a greater share of this economy. We will also promote the Provisional Business License Initiative that allows low-risk, small and medium-sized businesses to begin operating immediately. This will get entrepreneurs in business faster with less red tape so they can commence their business upon registration. And Rick Foulkes has spent 30 years showing the world what Bahamians can do when we actually open the door.
Yes, thank you, Lincoln. FNM! FNM! Garden Hills, we outside! FNMs, we inside! Bahamians, I stand here tonight united with fellow leaders and team members who refuse to accept the direction our country is going in. I am here to fight, to defend, to facilitate for all Bahamians, to bring the world to the Bahamas, to bring investment into our economy, which will create real opportunity for our people. Because the Bahamas we all love today is operating below its potential. It is time we bring a championship mentality to everything we do in our country. The Bahamas should be a place the world comes to invest, to create, to grow, with Bahamians leading the way. And when we get that right, our small businesses will become big businesses. And with big businesses, we will generate real global impact. Which with real global impact, what do we get? Expanding revenues for our people. Because when money lands here, it must land in Bahamian pockets first. We know people come from everywhere in the world to experience the Bahamas. We know that, whether they come for vacation or for business. But we are not turning those visitors into opportunities for local people fast enough. Take, for instance, our people who serve in pivotal industries, such as our boating and yachting industry, okay? An industry being decimated at this very moment by fees and permits that are pushing boaters to other destinations. When boaters choose not to come here because we keep increasing our cruising permit fees without data or reasons, that means what? Fewer people come to our restaurants. Fewer customers come to our stores. Fewer jobs are happening in our communities. And that is the reality of what is happening today. We can't tax people if the taxes are driving them away, especially Bahamians. The global economy, my friends, my fellow citizens, the global economy is moving fast. The AI explosion is here. Green energy, new industries. This is where the next generation of Bahamian wealth will be created. If we keep pushing these opportunities aside and away from our shores, our people, us, our country, will be left behind. Look, I've spent my life developing global business relationships in these very rooms I'm talking about. I am bringing those opportunities home. The Bahamas has every advantage to lead. When the PLP has blocked growth, we will unlock it. Where they have overregulated, we will create room to build. Where they have pushed opportunity away, we will bring it back. This election is about one thing: who benefits from our economy? I say, not the few who control the purse strings today. I say the Bahamian people, and we will work for you to ensure that that happens. We will bring the world's economy to our shores. Bahamian families, Bahamian businesses will come first. That is what the mission is. The future of our country and our people. And we are the team that will do it. We are the Free National Movement. Yes!
I will lift my eyes to where my help comes from. And I won't be afraid of the
FNMs! Y'all ain't tired of this government? Y'all ain't tired of this government? You can't get a response from regulators. You can't get a response from ministers. Oh, it's election season. Let's go get your tamarind switch and bark their ass season. Coming up next is Sweet Emily.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, FNM, make some noise. Oh, come on, everybody, start on your feet. Let's go, come on. Y'all ready? This how we doing it tonight, all right? Bring the music. Y'all ready? Watch it. I will bless you, Lord, at all times. Hey! Through the good times and the bad. I will always seek to praise you. Hey! Even when I'm feeling sad. 'Cause you've always been there for me. Woo! Helping me in every way. Saving me when I'm in trouble. Hey! So I lift my hands and say, oh, you, Lord, hey, you're worthy of the glory, hey, he's worthy of the honor, he's worthy of the praise. Let's go. You, Lord, you're worthy of the glory, hey, you're worthy of the honor, he's worthy of the praise. I will bless you, Lord, at all times. Through the good times and the bad, I will always seek to praise you. Hey! Even when I'm feeling sad, 'cause you've always been there for me. Hey! Helping me in every way. Saving me when I'm in trouble. So I lift my hands and say, oh, you, Lord, you're worthy of the glory. You're worthy of the honor. Hey, you're worthy of the praise. You, Lord, y'all start up, man, let's go. Y'all look like y'all ain't ready, eh? Worthy of the honor, he's worthy of the praise. Let's go. When I think of the things that you've done, all the battles that we've overcome, I will lift up my hands and always give you praise. God of a second chance, who I will say, you give me a song, give me a new day. With every passing moment I'll give you. You ready? Ready? Let's go. You, Lord, hey, you're worthy of the glory. You're worthy of the honor. You're worthy of the praise. You, Lord, you're worthy of the glory. Let me go to here. Let me come to here. You're worthy of the praise. That's my crew right here. Y'all ready? That's why I'll praise you when the sun goes down. I'll praise you when no one is around. I'll praise you, lover of my soul. I'll praise you, 'cause you make me all. You're worthy of the honor and praise. You're worthy. You know what? on. Thank you, FNMs. Make some noise. FNM. Make some noise. Oh yeah.
Take me higher. I wanna go higher. I wanna go higher. Take me higher. I wanna go higher.
FNM's give it up for your leader!
I'm pressing on the
Michael Pintard!
new heights.
Get up, FNMs, get up! Your next Prime Minister!
Still praying.
Member of Parliament from Marco City!
Lord, plant my feet on higher ground.
Lord, lift me up!
Lord, lift me up and let me stand. Let me stand. My faith on heaven's table land. No higher place that I have found. Let me, Lord, plant my feet on.
Give it up for your leader! Your leader, Michael Pintard!
Take me higher. Take me higher.
I wanna go higher. Yeah.
Take me higher.
Take me
higher.
We've come this far by faith. Oh, leaning on the Lord. I wanna say I'm trusting in His holy word. He never failed me, yeah. He never failed me, yeah. I wanna say, can turn around. We've come this far by faith. Sing it again, I wanna say we've come this far by faith. Oh, yes, we've come this far by faith. Leaning on the Lord. I wanna say I'm trusting in His holy
Prime Minister, Michael Pintard! Pintard!
Lift your hand and say, I wanna say, I can't turn around. We've come this far by faith.
All right, level. Oh, Lord, y'all, they gonna kick us out. Y'all better behave. Everybody say it ain't long now. Say it ain't long now. When I say FNM, say hot. FNM. All right, y'all behave now. Y'all behave. Level.
And never scared.
Level. Oh, Lord, they can kick us out. Y'all. Y'all better leave the people in the hotel alone. Y'all come off the wall. Get down off that wall. That's joking. We got to get back to serious business, FNMs. We got to get back to serious business. Because there's an issue plaguing this country that we got to fix. And I'll tell you about it right now because keeping Bahamians safe is the most fundamental duty of any government. A former minister of immigration, a managing attorney, the Shadow Minister for National Security. 3 voices this country needs to hear on immigration and national security. Please welcome Heather Hunt, Ellsworth Johnson, and your Deputy Leader, Dr. Shannon Dawn Cartwright.
What the Lord has done for me. Stop, FNM! Tell you what the Lord has done for me.
FNMs. Oh, y'all look good out there, FNMs. I am a mother of 3 daughters. And every morning, when we leave the house, I think about the country that they are growing up in. I think about whether the streets are safe. I think about whether we are doing all that we possibly can to safeguard our nation's sovereignty. And every morning, under this government, I am deeply disturbed. Everybody knows that we have a serious problem securing our borders. Everybody except the PLP. This immigration crisis is costing us. It costs us in the hospitals, where resources are stretched by patients who have no documentation and no payment pathway. And it costs us in education, where classrooms are overcrowded and services are strained. And it costs us in providing enough homes for those with the right to be here. So that's why the FNM will launch a commission of inquiry, a strengthened whistleblowing hotline, and a permanent independent oversight board for immigration. This structure will review every citizenship and residency decision. And this structure will expose the people corrupting the system. Our hotline will offer protections and rewards for tip-offs. FNMs, it's time we protected our citizenship. And I want to be clear. Every human being has dignity, and we welcome those who follow the law and who come to our country the right way. But things have gotten out of control, and this government is choosing to look the other way. And the full weight of that neglect becomes even more clear when you hear from someone who actually held the immigration portfolio, Ellsworth Johnson.
FNMs! FNMs! It's war time! War time! Yamagro! I served as the Minister for Immigration of this country. I know what a functioning immigration policy looks like. I know what the tools are. I know where the gaps were, and I know how this government could have solved them. They chose not to. What Heather Hunt described at our borders is the result of years of inadequate investment in the Royal Bahamas Defense Force, in our Coast Guard capacity, in technology, and in personnel needed to monitor and manage a nation of islands. These are no surprise. They are predictable consequences of a government that treats immigration as a political talking point rather than national security imperative. What Senator Barnett Ellis described with our voter rolls is even more alarming. when documentation is compromised, the consequences ripple in everything. I serve in that immigration department, and I can tell you, you can't fix the system if you're not ready to make the difficult decisions. As part of Operation Shield, we will heighten surveillance on our waters, establish the Immigration Reservist Body, and expand biometric tracking for deportations. We will enhance coastal monitoring in partnership with CARICOM and the United States agencies to deter smuggling, while trained reservists in every family island will support our immigration teams. The Free National Movement will be a serious government, and no one will hold the standard higher than a shadow minister for national security. Our deputy leader of the Free National Movement, the Honorable Mr. Shenandoah Cartwright. Wartime!
Shenandoah Cartwright.
FNMs! FNMs, are you ready? FNMs, can you feel it? The next Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas is here, our leader. As the Shadow Minister for National Security for the last 4 years, I've watched this government fail at the most fundamental duties a government has, keeping the Bahamian people safe. Tonight, let me be direct with you. Bahamians are being robbed at gunpoint in broad daylight, and the government's answer has been press releases and statistics that do not match the reality people are living. You cannot spin away the fear a business owner feels when they open their door every morning. You cannot reframe the grief of a family that has lost someone to violent crime. Our defense force and our police need resources, training, and leadership that matches the scale of the challenge. They've been asked to do more with less, year after year. What kind of government cuts insurance policies for the men and women of the Royal Bahamas Police Force and their families? The PLP did. The FNM will protect those that have sworn to protect us. That's why we will rebuild our national security infrastructure with more resources for the Defense Force and the police. We will stop the abuse of bail to high-risk individuals to keep them off the streets. And while we respect the independence of the courts, an FNM government will aggressively appeal questionable bail decisions. We will put a greater focus on preventing crime before it starts. The FNM will separate first-time youth offenders from hardened criminals, and we will treat the protection of women and children as a top priority. We will ensure that survivors of sexual assault are counseled, supported, and protected. Our plan is grounded in reality. The Free National Movement will keep you safe and work for you. FNMs, are you ready? Stand up, FNMs. We have the better plan. We have the better team. And we have the better leader. Good night.
Where your FNMs, FNMs. We work for you, and we got
FNMs, It's Grand Bahama in the house. Yeah. Now some of y'all missed it in Grand Bahama, but we got the boss lady in the house from Grand Bahama. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for the first lady, Mrs. Charlene Pintard.
They don't say it's down, they fly from coast to coast. Don't care about what they spend when we know what to do here at the end.
I'm wondering if your love's still strong. Ooh, baby, here I am, signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours.
Good evening, FNMs. Good evening, Bahamas. To our party leadership, past and present, to every supporter here tonight, every volunteer, every candidate, and every FNM from Inagua to Grand Bahama, thank you for being here or listening in. This is indeed an exciting night. I can feel the energy in the room. And I know that we are all eager to hear from our leader. However, before he comes, it is my pleasure to share with you more about the character of this man. If you spent any time with my husband, you will know that he is a man of passion and purpose, a man who is principled, a man of faith, a man of action, and a man who will work hard for you. When I first met Mike, and I told my dear mother, God rest her soul, about him, of course she wanted to know about his faith, his work, and his roots. But she had another important question. She wanted to know how he treats his mother. My mother was a wise woman. She understood that the way a man loves the woman who raised him tells you almost everything you need to know about the man he will be. She was pleased with what she learned because Mike had a wonderful relationship with his mom, Mother Laura Benson, a relationship built on love, respect, and on genuine gratitude for everything she poured into him. That devotion never wavered. It endures to this day. I remember my first conversation with Mother Benson. She told me of all the prayers she prayed for Mike. She told me how he had evolved from a mischievous teenager into a determined young man. And she told me one story in particular that still resonates. She was called to the principal's office after Mike was involved in an altercation at school. Of course, she was very upset. However, the administrator asked her not to be too hard on him because the investigation had revealed that Mike was not the instigator. He was not the aggressor. In fact, Mike had been on the other side of the campus until word reached him that a friend was being bullied. And he went to help his friend. You see, Mike has always been an advocate for the disadvantaged and people whose voices are ignored. That has never changed. FNMs, it never will. Mike's journey to this moment was not easy. He earned it through years of service and through sacrifice. Throughout his political career and through hard-fought campaigns, he has been battle-tested and is ready to serve. For as long as I have known him, Mike has been dedicated to serving his community, and he has taken that responsibility seriously. Just ask the people, the great people of Marco City. They can attest to this. Truth be told, Mike and I never imagined he would have this opportunity to lead our nation. But he has embraced it, and everything he has lived through has prepared him for this moment. I have seen him in the quiet moments when there are no cameras and no applause. I've seen him working long nights when the calls are constant and the issues are complex. I've seen him in early mornings already preparing for the responsibilities ahead. I have seen the discipline and resilience it takes to keep going when the weight is heavy and the road is long. In those moments, I have never seen him step back. He leans in, he listens, he plans, he works, and he prays. He keeps going. This is not something you develop overnight. It comes through experience, through challenge, through a genuine belief that leadership is about service, not status. I leave you with one more picture of the man I know. When we brought our daughter home from the hospital, she refused to sleep unless she was on my chest. Mike insisted that I lie in the center of our bed, and he literally built a fort around me and Michaela with pillows from every room in the house and kept watch all night to make sure we were safe and comfortable. Our daughter is now a teenager, and just as he protected her then, on that first night, he is committed every single day to building a future filled with opportunities for her and every child and young person in this country. Tonight, I am not asking you simply to believe in a name or a title. I am asking you to consider the kind of leader this country needs right now. I submit to you, as his wife, as a mother, and as a proud Bahamian who has watched this man answer the call time and time again, that leader is Michael Pintard. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming my husband, the Member of Parliament for Marco City, the leader of the Free National Movement, and with your support and the grace of God, the next Prime Minister of the Commonwealth of the Bahamas, the Honorable Michael Clifton Pintard.
Are you ready, soldier? Hey! Hey, hey! Where the soldiers left there? Are you covered under the blood? Here we go. Say, if your hands are anointed, and if your feet are anointed, and if you're under the blood, give me a Holy Ghost shout.
You know the saying, on the side of any man who is doing something meaningful, it's a powerful woman. Thank you, Burleys. Tonight, we stand at the crossroads. And I want to say my
my FNM family, my Marco City family, my Bahamian family, good evening. My being here tonight is really an unlikely story. It's a story that started with me and my family moving from rental home to rental home in Angliston, Florida Core, Jenny Street, 7th Street, Washington Street, Coconut Grove Avenue, all while I was still in school. We moved to Yellowell at least twice, Arawak Avenue. We moved often. My mom, Sister Laura Benson, who hails from Cat Island, a single mother of 5 children, who represents many of the women in this room and women who are watching at home. A powerful, resilient Bahamian woman. No, we didn't have a whole lot of money, but she worked hard to make sure that we had food on the table. We had a roof over our head. And even though in that moment I didn't fully appreciate it, she was covering us with the prayers of Almighty God. And it was those prayers that sustained us then and have brought us here tonight. We were taught discipline, values like fairness and treating others like you wanted to be treated. That's what I got from my mother. I love my father, but I can tell you day after day, I thank God for my mother. You know, even more, we were blessed with a mother who believed that her children, if they work hard, if they followed the guidelines that she laid down, and if we never forgot who we were and where we came from, we had a legitimate shot to make it. And so tonight, that's what we wish for our children in this nation. We wish for them to follow values that would give them a fighting chance. That if they work hard and smart, that we would create a country where they could realize their dreams. And so this Cat Island woman tonight, I pay honor to her as I honor the women in this country who, despite all the difficulties, continue to build. Some of you may be like her. She used to be a housekeeper. She was a baker. She owned a small takeout restaurant. But most of all, she was a prayer warrior. Like some of the men in this room, like some of the women in this room, like Bahamians all over this Bahamas who are praying for our nation because they know we can be better. And she prayed in good times and bad times. She prayed. And like so many mothers today, I'm here to say to you, thank you for all you have done in those difficult moments. And I thank God for the women of the Free National Movement who have answered the call. You've seen them, the candidates that have come across this stage tonight. Thank you. And so tonight, you've seen our 41 candidates. And there's something very simple and powerful about the men and women we have assembled. These are persons who have faith, who believe in hard work, and they are prepared every day to work on behalf of the Bahamian people until we achieve as a people our full potential. And so tonight, I know that the dignity of hard work, I've learned it at home. I learned it from I was young. I learned that the truth of the matter is, I've learned through being a welder's helper, a carpenter's helper, a mason helper. I've learned it supporting my education at the College of the Bahamas, having to take jobs as a security guard over Paradise Island, or working at McDonald's, or being a work-study student. I was committed to supporting my education, and I recognize that every single type of job has dignity. And the truth is, some days, even when we work hard, it isn't enough for many Bahamians to put food on the table. But what do? We work harder. That is the message we want to give to our children, that we never give up, we never give in. And I remember all the lessons learned from all of the jobs that I've ever held. And that's why I see every Bahamian who wake up early and show up at work to give a hard day's work in order to earn a pay to support their family. The Free National Movement, we are here tonight, all 41 of us, to say, we see you, whether you are a landscaper, a security guard, whether you work in a fast food restaurant. We see you and we work for you.
Pintard puts in the work.
I'm proud to have worked with so many creative Bahamians in writing plays or publishing books of poetry or political satire. I'm proud to have stood on the stage with Bahamians not often recognized who've spoken at almost every school in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. I'm proud to be a part of Bahamians who may not have been in the traditional occupations as doctors and lawyers. So I come to you tonight auditioning for the CEO job in this country. And no, I'm not the traditional doctor. I'm not the traditional lawyer. But the truth is, most of you aren't either. But it doesn't devalue what you have to bring to the table in providing transformational leadership for the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. That you are no less qualified than anyone who has come before you. All of us in the Bahamas, all of us in this room, and if you're in Key West Street tonight, you, like the rest of us, inside of you is greatness. And I believe that you deserve the same kind of representation that the businessmen from out east or out west get from the government that you elect. We are here to provide that for you. But I know many of you in this room, you are asking a painful question. Why does life in this country feel so hard? Why does it appear that we are so unequal? Why is it that we struggle every day? Far too many Bahamians are on the hustle. I want to say to you tonight, FNMs, I want to say to you, fellow Bahamians, that our country is at crossroads. This general election will decide if the Commonwealth of the Bahamas will work for the majority of our people or just a few. I believe our assignment is to work for all of our people. It's unfortunate that the Prime Minister keeps telling the Bahamian people that all is well, things are going well. I want to ask you a few questions tonight. Feel free to answer. Is your light bill lower? Is your rent lower? Are prices in the grocery store going down? Is the healthcare system improving? Is your country putting Bahamians first? Do you really trust the PLP to fix any of these problems?
No.
Despite how you have answered, how thousands of Bahamians around this country continue to answer, the Prime Minister continues to brag about how this is the best the country has ever been. The best it has ever been. Maybe it is the best it has ever been for him. I ask you, is this the best we can do as a country? Is this the best the Bahamas can be for all of its citizens? if it isn't the best, we have some decisions to make. Tonight I want to talk to you about the kind of Bahamas you and I can construct together, the kind of Bahamas that is possible. But it depends on the nature of the government and the nature of the people we select, so that we can have a team that will finally work for all of you. The Prime Minister would have you believe that the cost of living and the struggles that you face every day, that you are experiencing, is really, really entirely about your choices. You remember he made this statement. You see, he refuses to take responsibility for any of the policies he has put in place or failed to put in place that has put burdens on the back of the Bahamian people. See, they want you to look at the political stunts they pull off, the big announcements they make for projects that seldom see the light of day. You know, announcements they are very good at. Completing projects is where they run into problems. And so for years, for 4 years in fact, they've kept back on basic food items and medication. They've used your taxes to pay their own bills and to live their best life, getting richer through sweetheart deals and no-bid contracts and luxury travel with Gussie Mae groups. They tell you that they are running a surplus that I'm sure if you were to look at the records, the truth is we are not in the best financial shape that this country has ever seen. It's a lie that they have told. Right now, tonight, there's a minimum of hundreds of millions of dollars of unpaid bills. This money is money that the government of the Bahamas owes to Bahamian workers, to nurses, doctors, police officers, contractors, small business owners, and many others. Ask the customs officers how much they owe them. People who did the work, delivered the goods, and provided the service, and are still waiting to get paid by this government. But every month, the salaries roll in to the policymakers. And if one of us gets sick, we could get the best insurance money could buy. But many of our people are unable to get the most basic care. And insurance says, where you put me? Under this government. The national debt has exploded to nearly $14 billion. That's billion with a B. But they say we are making record revenue. The question I ask, where has the money gone? The question that's still relevant is, where has the VAT money gone? I have a few suggestions. It's going to pay approximately $250 million over the last 4 years have gone to the consultants hired by the Progressive Liberal Party. Instead of fixing electricity and water supply in Elutra, are you in the house? Or fixing it in Michael, or paying doctors and nurses and contractors for the services they have already provided, or putting medication in our clinics, or buying fire engines and ambulances so our people can have dignity and protect their assets. Where has the money gone? They've wasted it. Our healthcare system, Dr. Dwayne Sands and the team laid out a compelling case that we have not done sufficient to take care of our people in our healthcare system. The fact is that just recently, the head of the Doctors Association, a woman who has served for 22 years of her life in this system, she said publicly that the Princess Margaret Hospital is the worst she has ever seen it in her life. Another health professional said it is the worst in 40 years. But tonight, we are saying to you, take heart. We will correct these problems. We'll stop doing what the government is doing. They've taken 6-7 months before they pay doctors who provide services, to pay lab workers who are doing diagnostic tests. You see, one of the challenges we have is that many of our doctors have to borrow money to sustain their practice because the government refuses to pay on time. The truth is, they've squandered our money. You see, you've squandered our money when you decide that you will give more than $400 million in direct awards with no competitive bidding. We have no way of knowing whether or not we're getting the best price or the best service because there is no competition. So the question is, who are they working for? They're working for a handful of families, a handful of companies. We are here tonight to make a commitment that we are working for you, the Bahamian people. No matter what color you wear, no matter which island you are from, we are working for you. Our vision for the Bahamas, and I want you to hear me, is we wish to build a country where every citizen has a fair shot at competing for the same opportunities the PLP make available to the selected few. Where you can own a piece of the rock and have a seat at the table. You see, the beauty of competition is we get to determine who's giving us the best price, who possibly has the best service. We want you to be shareholders in every aspect of this society. You can't privatize BPL, and for all of us who have suffered under BPL, you don't even have an opportunity to buy shares unless you could come in at $49,000. Is that right? And so tonight, we come to bring you a different group of leaders. We come to bring you an administration that is unlike this administration that is trying to decide who eats and who starves. They are trying to determine who gets the opportunity and who keeps knocking on the door. Listen, even a member of parliament of the PLP just recently said, on his feet, in the public, that the PLP administration took his constituency contracts. It was directed from the PLP headquarters, and they gave it to someone else. It's an absolute shame. So to all of our candidates who are here tonight, I want to speak to you plain. All of our candidates. I want to be clear. We will not behave in that way. To every FNM official, every FNM candidate, we will not tolerate the behavior that has caused this public to no longer have confidence in policymakers. The FNM is under new management with a new generation of leaders. And among the new leaders is the largest number of women who have ever run for any party in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Colleagues, I have confidence in you. I believe this country will repose its confidence in you. But I want to say to you, and I need you to hear this, the culture that we see today in the Bahamas, where contracts are going primarily to friends, or bad things are happening, bad decisions are being made, and policymakers look the other way as if they don't see. Or people come in broke and leave politics wealthy, or who fail to fill out their disclosure forms. Under my leadership, that kind of nonsense will stop. Bahamians are exhausted. They are exhausted with this kind of politics. So this is my promise to them, to the Bahamian people, to all of you that are home. We have high expectations of our candidates. We will treat in our governance every Bahamian with dignity and respect, as citizens who deserve the same access, the same quality of service as anyone with name, face recognition. We want our people to have opportunities because we believe everybody gotta eat. The single mother in Baintown, the young single mother in Mayfield Park, the young man in Key West Street, they all deserve the same opportunity as the fat cat, no matter where he or she lives. And if anyone believes that we are prepared to lower the standard, I want you to hear me good. If any one of our colleagues decide that there is a cookie jar or two that they wish to put their hands in, I can't protect you. I ain't interested in protecting you. And the truth is, the Bahamian people will not protect you. And the history books will show that our people will not be kind to you. But I thank God for these candidates who have made a commitment to govern with integrity, to govern with humility, to serve every Bahamian. God bless you. We work for you. You are our bosses. Let me say this, because you know there are some folks going throughout the Family Islands and on airwaves telling investors and Bahamians, if the FNM come in, all of y'all lose your job. The truth is, the Bahamas cannot continue to progress if when new governments come in, the first thing that happens is we fire people who were hired under the past administration. If we stop and cancel every contract because it was signed by our predecessor. We are a mature party. We believe in continuity in government. We want Bahamians to work side by side with each other to demonstrate Bahamian excellence and to grow this economy. So we ain't coming to fire you because you were hired by them. If you're doing your job, if you're serving our people, if you're delivering better for the Bahamian, we stand with you and for you. That's why we say our manifesto. Our manifesto is our agreement with the Bahamian people that we are supporting Vision 2040 as outlined in our National Development Plan. We believe parties should compete with each other to fulfill the National Development Plan, that Bahamians from all walks of life said these are the priorities that are important to us. That's our commitment to you tonight. And so as I take my seat, I want to share with you just a few things you can trust that we will deliver on your behalf. One, we've said it before earlier tonight. We do not believe that VAT should be on the variety of items that's healthy and good for our people. Not on the electricity, not on medication, not on feminine hygiene products or foods, healthy foods. We make that commitment to you. Secondly, through agriculture, we will shave $500 million of our $1 billion food bill. It is unbelievable that in 2026, we continue to import more than 95% of every food that we consume in this Bahamas. We will change that through partnerships with food stores, with hotels, with restaurants, working with churches, creating community gardens and backyard farming. We could do better in the Bahamas. Are you prepared for an agriculture revolution? We are committed to a housing revolution to make sure that young Bahamians, particularly public servants who are on the front line, police officers, nurses, social workers, teachers, it cannot be right that in 2026 that you cannot afford land in New Providence when government has land. When you can't afford land, when government can acquire land and cap the price to give you a fighting chance to own a home of your own. We will change it. We'll make sure that through tax breaks, through ensuring that you can come with no funds down, that you can own a piece of the rock. We want the process to be faster. That's why for every engineer in this room out there, we intend to outsource the inspection services to a large extent so plans can move more quickly for commercial and residential projects. We too slow in the Bahamas. And so we say, we are absolutely confident that in 5 years working with the private sector that we can build at least 5,000 homes in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. We have the talent, the private sector has the money, we can do it. And for those who say that that ambition is too big, we say your hope and confidence in our people is too small. And for every mother who is struggling to determine where you will leave your child for proper daycare, we are telling you, we're committed to expanding what Jeff Lloyd started, universal preschool, and also to make available to those qualifying mothers $200 a month to make sure we can help her go to work while her child has safe childcare. And that for young men and women who are entering the apprenticeship program or technical and vocational education, we believe it is only right for at least a minimum of $100 to help defray the cost, whether it's gas, whether it's food. But while you train, we wish to subsidize you to give you a fighting chance. And we believe that this country can succeed if we empower the business persons in this room. That's why Kwesi Thompson and others have worked closely with us to design a program where we will double the $50 million that we were giving when we were in government, small grants and loans. We'll double it to $100 million to make sure our businesses can grow and succeed. I want us to be honest with each other. The Bahamas, if you look at it as a table, we have two legs under this wobbly table. Tourism, the second one is financial services. It's not enough to sustain what we have and to build back better for the future. So we believe we have to diversify the economy. So to all the creatives that are out there tonight, from one creative to another, that's all the athletes, all the journalists, all the persons that are in the arts, we make a commitment to you to invest in the orange economy so that your skills can be used, that you can generate revenue, that we can export talent overseas. We can have plenty Rex Fox and VJ Edge comes overseas, plenty Chisholms overseas, plenty performers overseas. For all the Junkanouers, hey Rick, all the Junkanouers who was bullied by Garden Hills, there will be a new day in Junkanoo under our leadership. Imagine us transforming over the hill with a housing revolution, removing dilapidated houses and building new houses that Bahamians can occupy, creating green spaces where we can have recreation. But imagine multi-purpose Junkanoo shacks where year-round Junkanoo artists can build costumes, build miniatures, build cowbells, build drums, invite tourists to see shows. Imagine the excitement that we could create over the hill. Urban renewal has not gone fast enough, hasn't gone far enough. Think about it, urban renewal with no urban planners. In 5 years, you should be able to see a difference with the FNM being in power. I give you the commitment from the top of Fort Fincastle all the way to Robinson Road. You'll see a difference. From Chippenham all the way to Village Road, you'll see a difference. There should be no houses over the hill with outside toilet. It's wrong in 2026. We can change the way our people live and create opportunities in the process. And so I want to say to the voter that's home, that's trying to determine whether or not they're going to vote. If you have challenges with your government because your government left you in South and Central Andros with no banks, I just want you to know we got to make sure you have a bank in South Andros, that you have it in our family islands. We will abolish the bank through the post office system and work with the clearinghouse to make sure that commercial banks lose no money as they provide a service that is needed for Bahamians throughout our family islands. My colleagues have talked about where we stand on immigration. I only wish to say this much. No one who comes into the Bahamas illegally can ever have a pathway of becoming a Bahamian citizen. We will be firm, but we will be humane. There are some persons who are entitled to Bahamian citizenship who have been here for 30 years, and the system has been slow in dealing with the matter. But there have been many who have come in the last 5 years and they got straight because of who they know. It is not right. It is not fair. We will fix the broken system and we will remove those that have corrupted it. The Prime Minister thinks that our national identity being used is an isolated case. It took less than a week to prove that he was dead wrong. That far too many people have passports they shouldn't have, NIB cards they should not have, obtain birth certificates from the registrar that they shouldn't have. The FNM will fix that. You can take that to the bank. And so finally, let me say, if you're home and you're wondering why should you vote? If you refuse to vote, if good people like you refuse to vote, we can have some bad people being elected. We need you to stand up. Our country needs leadership that cares, that's prepared to talk straight to you even when the news at first isn't good. We need you to not only register and transfer, we need you to vote. To vote this government out of office. Some of you may say it's not going to make a difference. I want you to have confidence. Have confidence in yourself. Have confidence in the impact that you can have. Have confidence in your neighbor. We also ask you to have confidence in this team. 41 men and women who've signed up for duty. Not because we're looking for a stepping stone to empower ourselves, but because we love you. We care enough about this country that despite feeling moments of hopelessness, we bounce back every single time to stand in the gap for you. Your children's future is worth fighting for. That's why we're asking you to vote. That's why we're asking you to put the tough questions to us. We will answer you each time. Because why? Because we work for you. FNMs, we love you. We thank God for the stand that you are taking in this election. So knock on every door. Call family and friends. It doesn't matter who they supported in the last election. Tell them that we will make a difference in changing this country for the better. PLPs, we have no problems with any PLP. We just believe you need better leadership. And so we present that chance to you today. That if you give us a chance, you can do no worse under us than you're doing under Davis and Cooper. We mean you well. We won't lie to you. When we say we can sell a hotel, we can sell it. When we tell you 120 in the bank, bet your bottom dollar it's there. When we tell officers that we can give you a thing, it ain't gonna be that little thing they gave you. When we tell immigration officers that it's a new day in immigration, you can take that to the bank. We love you, FNMs. We love you, PLPs. We love Bahamians of every political persuasion. The FNM is the best choice for the government of the Bahamas. You can trust us. You can trust us. You can trust us. God bless you. And God bless the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. FNMs. When I say FNM, you say victory. FNMs. FNMs. FNMs.
I'm pressing on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day, still praying as I onward bound. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Lord, lift me up.
God and our Father, we thank you. We have received the mandate from our candidates and our leader. Now, God, it left to the people to make that decision to make this country better. This is a time and a season, God, that the Bahamas need a fresh breed of leaders. We have passed that generation, that 40-year max, and now, God, this is a new breed of leaders. And so tonight we thank you, for when it is all over, the people will be reminded that this group of people are working for them. And so God, as we leave this place, may you take us home safe and remind us that every person needs to come out and vote. We thank you for it now. In Jesus' name, amen.
I'm pressing on the upward way, new heights I'm gaining every day, still praying as I onward bound. Lord, plant my feet on higher ground. Lord, lift me up.
In every generation, there comes a moment when a single spark becomes something greater, a spark that becomes a light carried by those who believe in freedom, who believe in opportunity, who believe that the Bahamas can be stronger than ever before, driven by courage, powered by the people, guided by a vision for a brighter tomorrow, and through it all, the flame still burns. The Free National Movement.